I loved university, but I do not do anything that I learned in university. I love liberal arts. I studied both Asian history and design, and I got a lot out of it, a lot of great thinking, but did I need to pay for it? Absolutely not. I enjoyed it, but it was a pleasurable thing that I did not need to pay for. The environment that I get most work done in is one where I'm alone. I cannot work in cafes, co-working spaces. That just drives me nuts. I end up spending all my time paying attention to all the people that are running around. So as long as I can set up an environment where it's just me and I have 1 to maybe 3 major things to accomplish, and that's it. If I've got a lot to get done, like 20 to-do tasks on my to-do list, then it's just a buffer day. I just work on that, and I don't actually try to be productive. I just try to grind out these menial tasks that need to get done. I think it's hugely important. Having a location that you're comfortable in, that gets you energized, that you want to work in, is critically important. Being over in Asia, I find distracting. So I get absolutely nothing done when I come to Asia. So I have a home base. That's where I like to do most of my work out of. When I do travel, I travel for at least a month at a time. When I do travel, I get very little done, so I ramp up everything right before I leave, get it all done, and then take off. I couldn't. I don't think that anyone really could. We can think and try to come up with some sort of logical statement that would say I would do this instead, but back then I only knew what I knew, and I've being diagnosed as a kid as this hyperactive disorder that I can't focus on too much at any one time. Like even now I'm struggling just to pay attention. So my whole career's been that way. As soon as I got bored, I had to do something else. Well, I did hit a huge wall early in my career. It was during the dot-com era. So this is in the late 90s, and my startup was just failing, and I didn't know what to do. I was a designer, so I thought, hey, my beautiful website that I hand-coded myself, that's going to be amazing. But what happened was we never got a single customer. It was horrible. And I had to rent out my house that my wife and I had bought at the time. We had a baby girl, and we had to move into this really bad part of town, and in a really tiny apartment. It was really depressing. And I set up, I had no office space. It was just a tiny living room, and I had to put a desk in the corner. And I just kept working at it. And what I realized was that here I was, really truly up against a financial wall, and it was all of my own making because I didn't know how to get a customer. And once I realized that's when I took off and studied direct response marketing. I learned how to sell and took sales training programs and just went out and started selling face to face to people.